Oh, beautiful, beautiful movement on Euro USD from the New York session yesterday. We had some nice push up, which we've been waiting for quite some time now. So from this consolidation, we broke out and got some higher prices. So I'm still keeping an eye out for this. It's a possibility that we look for shorts from this area, but I would like these highs to be taken, this descending highs to be taken, and then from there I could start eyeing some shorts on this, which I also recognize we could still have higher prices as we discussed yesterday, because we have this area of liquidity open, we have these major areas of liquidity open, so it's still possible that we get those higher prices to take them out. So let's see how the day unfolds and how price action unfolds. But I'm keeping an eye out for this from this area. I would perhaps be looking to take some shots, although not my favorite pair at the moment, because to be honest, you can see these are swing high, these are swing low. We have this liquidity high, we have this liquidity high, this hiccups right here, right? And the thing is, from here we didn't break market structure, right? We didn't break market structure, so we're also retracing, looking for these highs. Perhaps maybe we grab that liquidity, and then from there, if we had grabbed this liquidity above here, then I would have more confidence in taking those shots right here. But because we still have these areas open, I still have slightly lower conviction of that working out in our favor, because also keep in mind our daily swing is still bullish at the end of the day. Okay, so let's keep that in mind as we look for positions on this pair. With the dollar index, guys, we're talking about the monthly open yesterday. Perhaps from there we could start pushing up from the monthly open, guys. And the thing is, if we don't see that bullish momentum come into the market from here, we have this beautiful areas right here, because I don't see any nice area of supply to my left, except from demand to my left rather, except from here, this liquidity lows grabbing it and connecting with this area right here. So it's all about waiting. Let's see how it wants to unfold. If the market wants to go lower, then let's let it go lower. But above here, as you can see, this is our fractal. This is our fractal high, right? And this is our fractal low. So you can see we still want perhaps one more swipe of the lows, and then we can change fractal structure. And once we start breaking that fractal highs, then we can look for those scaling positions. But for now, there's no conviction yet, and there's no how would I say, there's no bullish momentum coming into the market yet, so please be patient. So for GBP USD, okay, you can see I wanted a push up, and we got a push up. We got to push up into this highs, into this supply level. And now we've grabbed this liquidity to our left. Let's see, this is quite a strong supply level. Let's see if it wants to push the market down lower, or if we break out of this, we could look at all of this that we could come and grab. I could look for short-term longs if market conditions align properly. But for now, you can see, okay, so we have this strong supply zone which might push the market down lower. We don't know, so let's see. Within you guys, I mean, what can I say? This is just beautiful, beautiful to see, guys. So we've pushed up higher. Okay, so as you can see, if we pull out our PVD tool, we're at the 0.5 fib level. We've grabbed this liquidity. So us pushing down from here is not out of the question. Now the question is, where's our fractal low? Our fractal low is right beneath this long white candle at 5610. That's where our fractal low is. I would like perhaps one more swipe of the highs. Maybe we come into the monthly open. Who knows? We might even come into the monthly open, because I like this area of consolidation. We might even come into this monthly open and start dumping from there. That would be nice to see, as we would have probably faked out the early sellers, and then from monthly open we start to dump. I would like that. But let's be patient and let's keep an eye out for NU. I like this pair for short. AU guys, remember this is I think this has been kind of our hedging position against the dollar for quite some time now, as it's refused to move in tandem with other pairs. But that's fine. I like that. I like to have that in my arsenal. You know, it gives you kind of, how would I say, diversification of your portfolio, right? So you're not just taking dollar longs, you could take dollar shorts too if the opportunity presents itself. And it might be presenting itself on AU. Let's watch out for that. So as you can see, we've clearly broken fractal structure to the high. So you could start looking at this position and something like this as we discussed yesterday, right? And then putting your target at the 0.75 or at least the quarterly open. You want your stop to be a bit longer, a bit wider rather. Maybe your entry around here. So the thing is, although you could put your stops beneath here also, that's also fine. And then your entry at the 0.2, the 0.25. So around that area, you could start looking for longs. And how would we? With broken fractal structure, once you, and you have this nice area of consolidation, right? So market coming into here would just wait for that change of character on the 1 hour time frame perhaps, and then from there you could start looking for those longs as you have, okay, this liquidity open, maybe we swipe it, change character, something like this, we push down a little bit lower, and then boom, from there you start looking for those longs. Okay, so let's keep an eye out for that. Let's see how that develops. As we have USD CHF guys, for these I'm looking for shorts guys, as I mean, what else is there to say guys? We're in a downtrend. Now we're ranging. We've come into this high. We have this strong high. We grabbed liquidity to our left and broke structure. Now we've come into there. And if we start to see fractal breaks, what do? We look for those positions, right? Let's delete this. So what do we have? We have a push up, push down, right? Up, another push up, right? Right here, and these are fractal low. Now we broke it. Now we're retesting. So this became our supply level, right guys? This became our supply level. Boom, now we're retesting. So now you can see, you could look for those short positions from around here, and then you could put your stop right here if you like to be conservative above this really strong high, which is quite nice, or you could still put your stop right here, as this area is nice because we grab liquidity to our left before dumping. So this is a position that I would like to be a part of. Okay, so just keep an eye out for that. If you would, this is not a financial advice guys. If you would like to take the position, welcome. Okay, so for gold, okay, let's delete this. For gold, you can see we're still pushing up higher, and we've pushed into this supply level right here, which is stalling the market, which is quite nice to see as we want lower prices. So perhaps maybe look at this, we have this highs that we left behind, these lows rather that we left behind, so we could come into here, grab that liquidity right from here, and then that change of character, don't mind my drawing guys, that change of character, and then from there, if we see that, then we can look for those longs again. So we want same thing that we always look for, grab up the liquidity, and then from there you can look for those longs as we have here as our demand level, right, which is quite nice for us to trade off from. So if you take this, okay, if you take our PVD tool also, you can see, okay, swing low, swing high, which would just be around that 50% retracement level. So it's quite nice. Let's see what happens. I would like some lower prices on gold, and then from there perhaps we can look for more long positions. I'm keeping my eye out for that at the moment. With USD CAD guys, okay guys, still similar. I'm still interested in longs on this thing. I have this nice area that took out liquidity before pushing up, right? Maybe from here we get that change of character, and then we could look for those longs again, as we would be inside also this stronger demand level also. So that would be nice to see. And if we take your PVD tool, you can see right here that would be around that 50% level. So I would be looking for further longs on USD CAD. Let's see how that works out for us. With USD JPY, guys. Guys, I'm still, as I said, I'm a retracement trade on this thing is not out of the question. Why is that? Because historically, we know, okay, we've seen the Japanese government step in to kind of save the yen at times. You can see this was 2024. It happened last year, and it might happen again. So you can see we're in this this uptrend, and then we started to just take out all of these lows. So they historically they step in to kind of save the yen. They start buying yen and things like that. So it's still a possibility that we still start to see lower prices on this pair. But we're not calling tops, guys. No one is. If we start to see confirmation, a reversal pattern forming, then we could start to take it. As you can see, we're already consolidating to the downside. So let's see how the breakout wants to happen, and then we can start to follow from there. Okay, and all right, guys. This is one more nugget. US 30. I think we spoke about this last week, right? If you're in this, congratulations. You can see it said, okay, let's wait for it to come to discount prices, and then we want a fractal structure break, a retest, and then that push up. Quite simple textbook trade. Here we go. This was our fractal high. This was our fractal low. We broke it and then retest. And although we haven't even seen the retest, that's the issue. So I'm not in this. If you are, congratulations. It's quite a nice trade. They didn't give me my confirmation for entry. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for your time.